Hi, this is Allie from Allie Scripts, and I'm here to show you how to add a couple different options for background papers for your recipe template set page. There's a couple options. We can do like a background behind all the words and everything like that, just in case you don't want the boring white, which is totally understandable. So I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then the second thing we're going to do is show you how to add the background papers almost as a border, which involves a little bit of a resizing issue or complication. So the first thing we're going to do is have a background behind everything that you see here. So there's an option on your layers that says clip background paper here, and so we're going to do that. And so I'm going to open up my papers, and since we're doing a background, I kind of want to do something that is a little bit lighter so that we can see. So I'm going to pick this paper out of the Strawberry Shortcake 12 by 12 papers, drag it in, and it's going to go right above this clip background here, paper here. And it's square, and our recipe template is vertical, so we're going to do a little bit of resizing. We've just got these corners here already, and I'm just going to hit shift so we can resize without distorting it. And I'm just going to resize that, move it around a little bit so it's covering all that white. Hit enter because I'm happy with the placement. And you could leave it like that if you like it. It's a little bit hard to read here, so what I'm going to do is kind of tone down the opacity a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to click on this layer, and what you can do if you don't want it to move around too, you can hit option and a little box is going to pop up with the arrow and you can clip it. And that just makes sure that if you move the background paper, everything moves with it. So I'm going to go up here to the opacity to change the opacity, and I'm just going to drag it down a little bit. And that makes it a little easier to see, but there's still a little bit of a background there. So the next option that we can do, and I'm going to delete this just because we're done, is to do something behind the white, because just that way it's a little bit easier to read and gives a nice little border. So to do that, I'm going to go back to my papers. I'm going to choose a different one. We're going to do, this one's my favorite. So again, we're just going to resize it. I'm hitting shift so that doesn't distort. It resizes the same size. Enter, and I'm going to drag this layer underneath the one that says clip background paper here. So it looks like it disappeared. It didn't, it's fine. But what I'm going to do, so I still have the white background, I'm going to select that layer again. I'm going to do Command T so I get my little boxes so I can resize this white layer. And I'm just going to drag it a little bit. And if you don't want to hit shift, you can really move it around to exactly where you want. So I'm not hitting shift, I'm just resizing to where I want it. Move it up a little bit, getting that border exactly where I want it. And just hit enter. And that's how you get a nice little border with the background paper.